Welcome back to another video. We are playing Yellow Steel Pride Lands. Get rid of both of those. I'll get rid of a Stitch. Try to maximize our chances of hitting a Queen or a Robin Hood, and we hit both. Okay, so we shall ink the Cinderella, play the Queen, and pass. So we're looking to shift Queen next turn and take care of any threat that they play. So they play Mr. Smee. Since they're playing Steel, Robin Hood is worth a lot more. So I'm going to ink Queen. Then along came Zeus. Beautiful turn. Now we're trying to get a Robin Hood online. So let's figure out the best way we can do that. We're playing against Blue Steel Wendy, darling. Oh, has Ward. Cool. I like the Simba, but I think we gotta let the Simba go. I don't really need to loot. I mean, I would love to find a whole new world, but we're playing against a whole new world deck as well. So it's likely that they end up whole new worlding for us. So let's continue to just put on the pressure. Okay. So if they're going to do it, it'll probably be next turn. We'll go ahead and quest for 4. Inking the Cinderella. Cinderella is also great in this matchup, but does not look like we're going to be able to get to that point. So in this spot, I think that we're likely to see a whole new world. Or maybe a Tinkerbell. Oh. Hiram Flowersham. That isn't great for us. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and aerial here. Oh, we hit it. So in this instance, I would like to get rid of the Benja. And then I can quest for 2. I could have whole new worlded, but I think the whole new world helps them more in this situation. So I would like to do it when I get to act more on it. Oh, I've never seen this card. Pyros, Lava Titan. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character, you may ready chosen character. Okay. That's not so bad. I will go ahead and ink there. And I think it's time for a whole new world. So I think I go quest -4 +4. Knock this out. And I think I'm supposed to play the Stitch here. The reason why is I don't want to open myself up to Tinkerbell and Grab Your Sword. Like both of them together. And I think that leaving the Stitch out allows me to play best against that. Yeah, that is rough. That did play out like a... That did not play out well. Played out like a scar. Oof. I'm in rough shape. Alright, so we'll start off with Simba. See where we end up. I think that we get rid of the Let the Storm Rage on. Even though discarding a character card would have been nice. I think I let the Queen go. And I hook up the Stitch. We pass. I think this might have been a mistake. The reason why is because I think I needed to get Chernabog in, and I think I should have let go of the Queen or the Robin Hood, and that way I could have played Chernabog as well. And Chernabog is the most likely to survive, and it could get me here, get me there. But in this situation, I feel like I'm in a bad spot against Grab Your Sword. So thank God that this character can only quest for one. So they have to have like Grab Your Sword in order to put me in a bad spot. Okay, I really wish I played the Whole New World. I mean, I wish I played the Chernabog now. Okay, they were able to find it. Alright, I will play. And I think I will hold off. So we're down 2 whole new worlds. So it is possible that we can mill them out. I keep misevaluating the Pyros. Okay, how are we supposed to get out of our spot? Wish we had a queen. Shift queen, that is. That would allow me to get rid of a Cogsworth. So get rid of this. And I guess I could get rid of the McDuck Manor. So I could have gone to 14. I know they've inked one Cogsworth and then they have another Cogsworth here. If we were able to remove one of these Cogsworth, like, dang, if we had the queen, it would have been over. I guess we only have access to one more queen, I think. Because I think we may have inked one. Okay, give me whole new worlds. Okay, I just can't beat there. I think I made a mistake in the Pyros, and that dominoed me into this position. I think I could have avoided being in this position altogether. Okay, we'll start off there. Okay. So I guess the only possibility is if they draw one card and we whole new world into whole new world. So I need them to play like a popsicle or draw 2 cards off of the Hiram. Oh. Dang. Yeah, there's no possibilities. We'll just cast it just to see what we would have. If we would have hit it. Yeah, we would have hit it. Dang. So close. Alright. Let's run it back. Alright. Mistakes were made. Lesson learned. Pyros is like Scar. And we shouldn't attack into it in that way. So I think that this hand is solid. I think I'm going to let go of one Pride Lands. I'm going to keep the whole new world. We're going to shift queen onto... Great, perfect. Okay, I really wanted an inkable there. Alright. Hmm. Alright, we will just start questing for 2. Drawing a second whole new world. Not ideal. So the choice here was between Pride Lands, playing Pride Lands or Aerial, and I think I go with Pride Lands. Then we cast a whole new world. And we'll go ahead and put another queen into play. Then we're looking to shift this queen, maximize the amount of lore. Sure, that's fine. So here, we may not exactly shift the queen here. We could potentially play 2 Pride Lands and go down that route. But I think the right thing to do is probably ink the Cinderella. And then play 1 Pride Lands. And this maximizes our lore the best. Right? Like, they can't deal with the characters just yet. So let's cash in as much lore as we can with the queens, and then Pride Lands will be much harder for them to deal with. So my thought process was, if they play if they ink a card and then grab your sword, then they'll be able to get rid of my entire board. But if I shift the queen, then that means they can get rid of one of the queens by grabbing your sword. And then next turn could probably possibly be... Okay. Pride Lands plus deal 2 damage because Hiram would have way too much. But they have double Along Came Zeus, and that's totally fine. We are still gaining 2 lore. Okay. Interesting draw. I think I will start off there. Let that go. Equip this. Think that we shift this, and I could shift this Robin Hood onto there, which I think might be the better play than Pride Lands. Because it protects it better. Plays around grab your sword. They already used 2, and then along came Zeus. They inked, let it go, and they've gotten rid of a Hades. So them being able to deal with this Robin Hood seems unlikely. So we'll go ahead and play another one. Alright, we will quest with both. Okay. So if the Pride Lands survive 2 turns, then that's enough lore. So they have to deal with our board and deal with the Pride Lands. Alright, here we go. Game 3. Alright, so along, let the storm rage on, and then along came Zeus' strength. Those need to go. Then we need to maximize our chances of finding a Robin Hood, so I'll get rid of 1 Simba or a Queen. And I think I would like to have a 1-drop that can get rid of any cards that we don't want, and at least have a 1-drop on 1. And it still works with Pride Land, so not the most perfect hand, but I will take it. Okay, Stitch was a solid draw. I would play Cinderella if we had other choices. So I think we're gonna go with the Stitch. Alright, they inked the Pyros. Play as me. And so this is an interesting spot to be in. I of course don't want to be in a bad spot against Grab Your Sword, but I don't want to be in a bad spot against Whole New World. So I think that playing Simba and Cinderella doesn't seem like a bad idea. So we'll start off with Simba, see what we find. We find a Queen. I think I'll let the Queen go. I think that we're inking this Robin Hood, and I think that we're playing this Cinderella, and I think we're passing. Seems like that they're gearing up for a Whole New World. we hit another queen. So I'll start off there. Ink the queen. Play the aerial. Draw the and along came Zeus. And so this can now take out quite a bit. Like I could take out the Smee. I think I want to play towards Whole New World or grab your sword. But the way that they've played it, I feel like they have Whole New World. So I think that I'm supposed to get rid of the Captain Hook and then trade both of these here. And we got it. And I think it's a Whole New World. Oh no, it's not. Okay, that's fine. Beatable. So we will ink the Cinderella. Take care of that. Quest for 2. And keep going. Oh my god. There could not have been a better draw. Whole New World is not great. This is not good. I think we have to take care of the Mr. Smee. Ink the Simba. Quest with the Ariel, but not the Cinderella. Okay. What can we draw here? Ariel is a good draw, so I don't think that we get rid of the Stitch just yet. I mean, the Ariel to play the Stitch just yet. Okay, Whole New World. I'm gonna pass. So, if I were to draw a card I can ink, I may just play the Stitch and not Whole New World. Dang, grab your sword would be so good right now. I could obviously do it, but I still don't think it's correct. I think that I can win from this position, and if I fill up their hand, I think it puts me in a bad spot. Okay. So I lose my Cinderella here. Go to 4. This Wendy Darling card is a lot scarier than I initially thought. Of course, if we had drawn a the one of grab your sword, it would be brutal for them. Alright. Yeah, this Wendy costs us this Pride land. Wow. Yeah, I think it's time for us to do the deed. I think that probably do 1, 1, 5. So 1. Getting this onto the board just seems like the right move. I could have gone bare necessities and aerialed, or bare necessities, shift queen, Simba, but I think that my thought process here is I need to get this Cinderella on the board right now for as cheap as it is, and it can help me take care of Cogsworth easy. And even if they wipe the board, I can put Chernobog into play. And how many Hades and Let It Goes can they have to deal with these effects? This is the worst case scenario. We could really use a grab your sword at this point. Grab your sword would allow me to wipe the board. Okay, we'll start off with Simba. And then it's possible that I play Ariel first. No, I think I'm supposed to play Simba first. Simba, draw a card. Draw a card, discard a card. I think that card is going to be Queen. Pretty sure that Chernobog is supposed to trigger off of the Stitch. But I think that I'm supposed to play Ariel first to maximize my chances of hitting off the Ariel. And then play Chernobog. Okay, Ariel hits the grab. That is ultra important. So now I play the Chernobog. And I still need to ink. So it's Chernobog. It doesn't trigger. Good to know. Okay, so I think I let the bare necessities go. Deal the damage. Get rid of that. And we're in a solid position. So they can trade with the Stitch here. Oh man, another let it go. That is extremely unfortunate. But they kind of have to decide whether they want to remove the Stitch or draw some cards. So we'll play another Stitch. We'll draw a card. I think I'm going to use the Strength to get rid of the Hiram. And I think I'm going to go ahead and shift that and quest for 1. And I think that we're in a pretty good position. They don't have Be Prepared. They have to deal with quite a bit here. Sure. Beatable. I don't think it's worth doubling up on it, but I will basically let them know I do think it's worth doubling up on it, because I'm thinking they need Whole New World in order to get out of the situation. I don't think one character gets them out of the situation, so I would rather just not let them get back into the game. Alright, we'll deal 2. Yeah, I think I just keep pushing. Dang. 3rd Hades is a lot. Into a Gaston. It's too many top decks. We gotta draw not bare necessities. Tinkerbell. think I just have to play it. Honestly, we're winning the race, so I would love a whole new world. No, we are losing the race. Tinkerbell. It's too many top decks. This is getting out of hand. Okay, that's helpful. Go ahead and deal 2 there. Go ahead and get rid of that. Go ahead and play this. I'm trying to... I don't think that there is a plus in questing. Please. Oh my god. This is getting frustrating. Um, 17, 18, 19. I'm at 19. And if I remove these 2, they're at 19. So this removes this. This is going to remove this most likely. This removes this. I can't quest with this. Because if I quest, then they get to kill this and this. Whole new world. Okay. Can I double whole new world them out of the game? 1. Yeah, I can. So if they can't kill me this turn, we have 3 whole new worlds left in our deck. So we can double whole new world and we will win. So I'm trying to think about what's the best way to guarantee that I will see the whole new world in the place that I want to see it. So I could play like Ariel, and that could put it on the bottom. Yeah, so I think I start off with Ariel, and then I can draw some cards to get... If I put it on the bottom, then I can get it closer. Okay, cool. So this needs to be 1. Okay. Okay, so it needs to be a whole new world. So I will Play one. Draw one. Ink. Play one. Draw one. So 12. So one more. And we win. Let's go, baby. That's how you finesse it.